Okay, so she still likes GPS better, but he's thinking, I'm winning her over a little bit, right? Okay, so we're going to end there, and we're going to go ahead and go to the questions. So when we're looking at questions on your test, here are some things I want you to think about for next week on your EOC as you're answering reading questions. First, as you read the question, identify like what type of question is this? Is this a context clue or a dictionary question? Is this a question where I have to make an inference by using the clues that the author gave me? Is this a main idea question? Is it a question that's asking me to summarize? So identifying the type of question will help you answer it. Then I want you to sort of find support. Where would I find this answer? Before you even look at your answer choices, you can think about, where would I find this answer? And then if you answer it a little bit in your own words as you look at your support, then as you narrow your answer choices down, you know what to look for. Does that make sense? So it's a little bit of a strategy. Okay, so number 37, read these sentence fragments from paragraph 3. Takes comfort in knowing we're on the best route, according to the navigation software anyway. The author is implying that, okay, so the type of question here is we're making an inference based on the author's words, okay? We're trying to figure out what he's implying. We're finding our support right here. We've already read that paragraph and we're finding it in the boxed information. Takes comfort in knowing we're on the best route according to the navigation software anyway. What do we think he's saying without even looking at our answer choices? His wife takes comfort in knowing we're on the best route according to the navigation software anyway. What is his feeling here about GPS, Malcolm? What do you think when he's saying that? We talked about this sentence earlier. His wife takes comfort in knowing we're on the best route, according to the navigation software anyway. What kind of remark is he making there about GPS? That navigation software has become more reliable, that GPS is better?
No.
So he's saying she takes comfort in knowing we're on the best route, according to the navigation software. Anyway, does he trust that navigation software? Okay, so when we talked about that being a sarcastic remark earlier, right? So is it that travelers may experience something from a drive that computers can't predict? Navigation software has become more reliable. Driving in unfamiliar places should make people uncomfortable. Uncertainty leads to navigational difficulties. Which ones could we rule out?
You can rule out.
Okay, B. We know that he doesn't think GPS is more reliable. C. Driving in unfamiliar places should make people uncomfortable. Do you think that if you're driving, following a map, and you're sort of in an unfamiliar place, he thinks that's uncomfortable, or he thinks it's adventurous? Yeah, because he said earlier something about it being like this, road trip that's fun and exciting. So we can rule that one out. Uncertainty, like being lost, leads to difficulties. Do you think that? Like, if you're not exactly sure where you are with the GPS, you're going to have a difficult time. Is that what he's saying? No? Okay. So is he saying travelers may experience something from a drive that computers can't predict? So like GPS can't predict, but you experience good things. Okay, that's what he's saying, right? That the navigation software isn't always correct. Sometimes from a drive you can experience something good that a computer can't predict, okay? See how we eliminated and evaluated with our information? Okay, so that was our answer choice. The author's main purpose for writing this article is to, okay, cover up your answer choices. I don't want you to see these. Okay, so main purpose for, so what kind of question is this? What's the type of question? There's a lot of clues there.
Author's purpose.
Author's purpose, good job. Okay, so finding support. Well, we had support throughout the whole paper. We wrote all these notes, okay? And we have it even in our title where Malcolm gave us this. Okay, so in your own words, what was his main purpose for writing this article?
Arguing for maps. Arguing maps are better than GPS.
Okay, so making an argument for the benefits of maps. Okay, so let's see which answer choice sort of matches that. Okay, so describe the problems that occur when drivers ignore printed maps in favor of GPS. Did it really describe all the problems about? No. Okay, we're gonna rule that one out. Argue that navigating with printed maps produces a better road trip experience than using GPS. That's a maybe. Okay, let's put that. Show that GPS and printed maps complement each other. They go together. No, he didn't talk about how they go together. Explain why drivers have so willingly adopted GPS over printed maps. No, I wasn't talking about how they. So what is our answer choice there? Yeah, absolutely. Good. Okay, 39. Why does the author include the quotation from Eric Ribick in paragraph 7? Flip back to paragraph 7. Okay, so we have this printed quotation. Would someone read it for me?
Maps build excitement. In quotation.
Oh wait, that's the wrong paragraph. Paragraph 7.
Seeking, it started at seeking, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Seeking dream part of travel that you can do with a map.
And what did we say that paragraph was about?
I feel excited.
Okay, it's the seeking, dreaming part of travel that you can do with the map, and we said it builds excitement. So, we're making an inference here. We're saying that he's talking about maps building excitement. So let's see which answer choice matches ours. To support his own viewpoint that maps enhance travel. Did he quote that person to support his views? Like give support to his view that maps are good? It did talk about maps being good, right? So that's a possibility. To show that map publishers are engaged in creative activities. Was that what the guy was talking about? No. To establish that a community of map enthusiasts still exist. Was that his main purpose, to show that there are other people who like maps? To explain how maps can act as mementos, like souvenirs? No? Okay, so he used that guy's quotation to support his own view that maps enhance travel, like enhancing it through exciting, making you anticipate the experience, right? So A is our answer choice. Okay. Ashton, would you tell me the time on the video camera?
Got it?
We're running close to the bell. What time?
It says you've been on for 41 minutes.
Okay, let's go just a few more minutes. Okay, so we have a couple more questions we can answer, and then we'll pack up with the bell. Okay, read this quotation from paragraph 4. I'm not even going to get into how, in choosing the single most efficient route to your desired destination, GPS excludes other routes and destinations you might not realize you desire to see, and removes serendipity, luck, which is any undergrad with a Penguin Classics edition of On the Road knows, is the very oxygen that makes a road trip come alive. What's the most important thing he's saying in that, before we even move on to the question? What was he saying here? What do maps do?
The maps are, hold on,
GPS takes away something. What does it take away?
takes away its adventure.
Luck, like Roberto said, it takes away luck. And what kind of luck? Kyle, what kind of luck is it taking away? What does it do, take away from the road trip?
Like your excitement.
Mm-hmm. And your adventure, right? Like we talked about before, like a road trip comes alive when you sort of have that luck, right? So in the statement, the author shows that he thinks planning a trip in exact detail takes too much time and effort. Is that what he's saying? Absolutely not. Nothing to do with that. Young people are more adventurous than older, more experienced travelers. Did it even talk about young and old people? No. It's worthwhile to risk wasting time during a trip in the hopes of being surprised. I see a head nod. You think so? Okay, so we'll put a possibility. Less well-known tourist attractions can be as thrilling as the popular ones. No, we didn't really talk about it. So it was about that risk during a trip of being surprised. Good. And last question, in paragraph 12, the word metal means, and we looked at this one before. Let's look at our context clues real quick. mettle. And I get to test my mettle in a foreign country. He had packed a map, so he had packed a map, they were in Rome, they didn't have a GPS, and he said, I get to test my mettle in a foreign country. Okay, let's check it in the dictionary. We used our context clues. You're looking at that resourcefulness one. See if you can look up mettle. You seem faster than me at looking up stuff in the dictionary.
I say M-E-E, I'm tripping. Metal.
What does it
It
say?
says, spirit, courage, adore, prepare to do one best.
So, spirit of courage. So he gets to test what? His resourcefulness, being able to use a resource, mastery of language, willingness to change, or his tolerance. Hey, Ashton, would you cut the video camera for me? Ashton? Oh, he's not in here. I think we are going to stop there today, guys. How did I?